Hi, this is Sandy Jo from rhinestonetemplates.com, and today I'm working with some products for foiling on garments, or you can use it on paper or other things too. And I'm working with a Hotmelt adhesive, and I put it in a blue pan here or a tray just so you can see what I weeded out. This is the Hotmelt adhesive that you see that I weeded out on this rabbit, and it weeds out really well, and you can do some pretty intricate designs with this, so you can try it on a lot of different things, and it weeds pretty darn easy. It doesn't stretch as much as vinyl or some of the other products, but it does have a lot of stability to it to do some of the intricate designs. But I went ahead and weeded out my Hotmelt adhesive, and this is what makes the foil stay on the shirts. It's like a double-sided glue kind of, and I went ahead and I cut it on my cutter, and in the instructions that you can get with the Hotmelt adhesive from my website rhinestonetemplates.com, where I sell this product, you will be able to get the settings for your cutters and stuff to set it. And I mirror my design. This is what it will really look like. And I mirror it just like I would heat press vinyl. And I will go ahead and I will press this design. I'll press it onto my t-shirt or garment or pillow or whatever I would like to do. And I'm gonna do a two-color here to see how it works out for us. I'm gonna be doing this top part of the bunny I'm going to do in one color, and the bottom part I'm going to do in another color. So to do a foil shirt, you're going to need the Hotmelt adhesive. Again, it's on my website, rhinestonetemplates.com. I have a great price on it, and I sell it in small quantities, or I can sell it in large quantities too. And then the rhinestone template part, I'm going to put that into a second color. This product you can press over it once you put the foil on. If you ever don't get a perfect press, you can turn around and press it again, or you can press it again with a secondary, third, fourth, fifth color, whatever you'd like to do. And the foils that I'm going to be using today, I have a gold sheet, I have a pink fuchsia sheet, and I also have a silver sheet. And I'm going to be using, I think I'm going to put the pink on the bunny, and then I'm going to put the gold where my name is because I love gold. So I'm going to go ahead, and I've got this all cut out, like I said, on my cutter, so you'll be able to use your cameo cutters or your larger cutters if you like, and it cuts out really well. When you get this product, there is an exterior protective covering on it that you want to peel off, and it tells you all that in your instructions, and you just peel it off so that the adhesive stays really nice and it's ready for you before you go ahead and cut it and don't have any scratches where the foil wouldn't stay. Foil is an extremely fragile product, not the Hotmelt, but the foil itself. It's a very thin sheet, and we've used this with screen printing and stuff for years with an adhesive on the back, or adhesive that we put down and then put the foil down, and it hasn't worn as well in the past with that adhesive in the foil, but with the Hotmelt it washes up and doesn't crack and wears really good and just holds its color. You can also put this in the dryer and it's not going to turn to silver or a different color, and but if you want a little different effect, you can crinkle your foil all up and it gives you kind of a textured effect. But if you don't want that effect, you want to make sure that you keep your sheets so that they stay really nice and flat and don't have crinkles. And if they have crinkles in the foil, they're going to have crinkles on the Hotmelt once it's pressed to it, and it will transfer over and go onto the shirt. So you want to keep your foils, as flat as you can, or rolled on your rolls, the best that you can, so you don't end up messing the design up that you're trying to do. And like I said, if you ever get a spot where it's not, the Hotmelt hasn't pulled the foil, it might be a issue with the foil not having the metal or the metallic backing that it needs to pull up onto the Hotmelt once you press it. So just take another piece, keep your scraps, and keep another piece that color, and just go ahead and put it back over your Hotmelt, and then just go ahead and press it again, and it should cover it extremely well. But this is what we're making, and we're going to go over to the press here as soon as it's ready, and I'll go ahead and I'll press it on a shirt and show you how we do it. But again, all the directions for the cameo cutters and all the professional and older, bigger cutters, I have those with the Hotmelt when you end up purchasing the Hotmelt from us, and it's on our website. It is called Hotmelt Adhesive, and I can sell it in sheets, or I can sell it in yards, or however you'd like me to. And if you have any questions, you can always send me an email to at rhinestonetemplates@gmail.com, and I'd be happy to answer your questions for you and just kind of play around with it and see. And I think you're going to love this. It's an extremely flexible product that you put on a shirt with a super soft hand, and it doesn't feel crisp or hard or like some of the other products that we actually use in the industry. But I'm going to go ahead and get the press ready, and I'll meet you back over at the press. Hi, this is Sandy Jo, and we're back at, this is my press, and we're back. I've got a black t-shirt that I'm going to be putting this design on. The first thing that I do before I ever make a design is grab a lint roller and get all that lint off of that shirt. You don't want to put anything that's an adhesive on something that might have lint on it, because if you do, if it has lint or dust or anything, then it's not going to, the adhesive won't stick to the garment. Then I take my shirt off my press, and I take and I fold it from sleeve to collar, so it makes in half, and it makes a nice fold mark in the middle. And by doing this, I put it back on my press. I make sure I have a nice crisp fold mark right there, and lay it back down on my press. My collar is over on the left hand side, my tail comes off onto my right hand side, and I go ahead and I do a little kiss press on it. And kiss pressing is just gonna, I'm not locking it down, I'm just taking it and making a nice mark in it so I know exactly where my item is. I have a press here that has a table that pulls out so that I can dress it. So I pull that out so I can go ahead and get it ready for dressing. Never think that your tag is centered in the middle of your shirt, because they aren't. They're all over the place. They could be off to the left too far, they could be off to the right too far. So get a nice center line going on your shirt so you know exactly where to press stuff, and have really good lighting where you are, so that you know how things are going to go. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to lay that down. We're working on a black shirt, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and press down the Hotmelt. The Hotmelt is the adhesive that the foil is going to stick to. Without the Hotmelt, it's not going to stick to the garment. So again, I'm going to take the transfer that I made from the Hotmelt, and on the back part of it, I'm going to take it, I'm going to line up my ears and make a crease point in a fold. And I'm going to come back and line the bottom up with the letters and make a crease point in a fold. And now I know exactly where the center of this design is to line up on my center line here on the shirt. I have my center line on my shirt, I have my crease right there that I folded, my center line down here, and also my crease right down there. So I'm going to go ahead and just lay that down. I'm going to cover it. I always cover with a Teflon sheet so that I can protect my press here. Slide my press back in, and I'm going to go ahead and press it. And this is just the Hotmelt. This is going to be able to make the foil adhere to the shirt. And I just give it a real quick press, and when I open it I always test it just to make sure, but you can kind of tell because it looks almost see-through. And then I go ahead and I just peel this off, and the Hotmelt stays on there. I don't know, I think you can see it. It stays on there. It's almost like a translucent color. Now any place where I place that foil, it's going to stick to that Hotmelt because it's a product that's ready to receive that. Make sure you don't have any creases or anything. And I'm going to go ahead and grab my first piece of foil, and you put your foil on the silver part down. So I'm going to go ahead and line that up. I want that to come all the way down to where my writing is. Just kind of give it a little push on there. My second color I'm going to go ahead and put down is my gold. And I don't want that on my lines on the bottom because I'm going to come back and pick that up with the fuchsia. So my fuchsia, I come down, put it on the lines right here, and I can see that I'm going to be a little short on my sides. So what I'm going to do is cut another little piece, and I'm going to put them on the two sides right there. And I did this on purpose so you guys could see if there's ever a part that doesn't fit, just cut another piece. Okay, I'm just overlapping that other one, putting it down there. Overlapping that, putting it down there. Now I'm going to go ahead and put my Teflon sheet over the top. Slide my tray in. I'm going to come down and I'm going to give it a good full press. And this is a cold peel, so you don't want to peel it warm. You need to let that foil sit into that adhesive, let that adhesive cool off. Whoops, let's do it again, there we go. And let that adhesive cool off, and once it's cooled off, you can go ahead and pull it away. And you can use this on paper, you can use it on many different products. So I've got this now, so I'm going to go ahead and I can see where it's adhered to the design. So I'm going to go ahead and just let this cool down. You can take if you had a little stone block, you could take and run it over it to help it cool. Or if you had a rag or something, sometimes I'll just take, a piece of fabric and just run over it. Let it make sure that that foil is setting in really good into that hot melt. I see my lines pulled up real good there. Just kind of press it, it's still real hot. Sometimes I take it off the press and I just kind of flap it, and I'm going to do that now just to pull it away from the heat a little bit. But like I said, you always want to make sure and you want to take the foil off kind of like you do with hologram heat press when it's really nice and cool, so that it can come off real good and clean. I've not done this design before, so I'm really excited to see this design. And we have all kinds of supplies on our website. If you haven't visited us at rhinestonetemplates.com, come by and see what we have. We have a ton of download designs. We are a rhinestone supplier. We sell machine cut trillion stones. We sell Korean stones. I have a really pretty purple stone that's a lower grade economy stone that's a Chinese stone. We just have lots of different products, template material for rhinestones, anything that basically sparkles, we pretty much have it. Okay, I went ahead and these just pulled off the two sides, and you can see that the foil stayed. And you just take and pull this off, and again, the foil stayed. And this will go through washings, it'll go through all kinds of stuff. It just is really soft-handed and really, really nice. Sometimes you have a little bit of the fiber, you just take a little brush or your finger and just kind of pull it off, and that's just the extra foil on the outside. Oh, this is really pretty. So here it is, all done. And this is the Hotmelt, and it shines like crazy. The Hotmelt fuchsia, or the Hotmelt product, and then the fuchsia colored foil, and then the gold foil I put down the bottom, for my name here, for the Rhinestone Templates. And you can see the coverage is awesome. There's no bleeding through, and like I said, I sometimes take a little brush and just pull some of the extra foil off in some of the different places before I actually sell it or ship it or put it away on the shelf in our store and stuff. But we do have this the Hotmelt foil, or the Hotmelt adhesive, on our website. The foil you can pick up anywhere. It's even in the hobby stores and Hobby Lobby and places like that too. But the shine that you get off of this, I don't know if it's picking up on here or not, but it's just an awesome shine. And the weight, the hand is so soft. It's not heavy, it's not harsh like some of the foil heat press vinyls that we've had in the past. And it can crumple up, and it's just really nice. And now it's on there permanently, so I'm gonna shake it off here a little bit. So now the product is there permanently, and you can go ahead and throw it in the washing machine, throw it in the dryer. Although if you're selling it, I do suggest saying not dryer, just in case something would happen. But I dry mine just because I want to see how everything works. But this is Sandy Jo. Thank you for watching today. And this is the Hotmelt adhesive and foil product that I would love for you guys to try out, because I think you're going to be really happy with it. And like I said, it works on paper products for scrapbooking and all kinds of stuff. Thank you for watching.